Well, you know, these works are, I guess you could call them abstractions, you could call them paintings, you could call them sculptures. They're kind of all of those things. And so for the longest time, I've been interested in making multiple things fit together somehow. Different kinds of art practices in tension. The process of coming to these works is a way of making painting involved in the physical world in a particular way. So as opposed to abstractions that are ideas, designs, a conceptual process, these are a very physical process. So I set up the studio, I set up my environment, I set up the material so that it's a problem space. It's like a map or a terrain for me to walk through instead of me just painting shapes on a canvas, which I respect completely, but it isn't exactly what I do. So for me, these are arrivals at a place as much as they are ideas about images or painting. I have to contend with this particular set of metal that I've laid out, and I have to find a form in it. So again, I'm not projecting, I'm more in dialogue, but also in terms of ideas, as an artist, I find it more interesting to not quite know where I'm going and to make decisions within that space and have those decisions surprise me as much as they might surprise a viewer. Like an artist needs an idea, or they need a feeling or something that drives them. It doesn't always show up exactly in the work as if it were a communication straight from your inner soul to their eye, you know. There's always some distance there. So the color is just like the form was a type of challenge, the color is another type of challenge to be thinking about things like what kind of color works in these spaces? Where does the color come from? What space geographically, culturally, in terms of time does it come from? The color is a way for me to contemplate that issue. So if it's colors from, you know, the Middle East, the Mediterranean, Africa, ancient colors that have been in use and travel around the world. I like that notion that inspires me to think about kind of the connections to the world that the color has and the way it moves cultures regardless. You know, the same pigment can be in any culture and move it. It might move in different directions, but it'll move it. And so I like thinking about that, and it gives me a way to be a better painter, to think about being specific with color, and it makes me more sensitive to color. To alter your perception of space with the color, and many times, you know, the space alters the color alters the space. So there's certain sculptures where it looks like there's 3 colors, but there's just 1. Or there's 2 colors, but they look like 4, you know, because of the light and shadow and things of that nature.